32-hour shift, and I'm going to take you all sort of my regular routine here, kind of show you guys how I'm studying for my next exam, as well as sort of like what I do here day to day. So yeah. Okay, so I just had to go upstairs to check on patients, or a patient, to check their indications post-surgery, and now I'm going back down to finish my patient notes and to do the clinical history of a patient that just arrived. So that's what we're doing right now. Trying to find time to study for this exam while trying to also keep up with night rotations and my normal duties at home and also working full-time is not easy, and I have really had to learn to become the master of time organization and making sure that I'm not falling behind. Although I can't promise that's always the case, I really try my best when it comes to this. So I am currently finishing the rest of my patient notes, and then the hope is that nothing else comes, so that way I'm able to get some studying done. Your girl's skin is not looking too hot. I might go and do a little bit of a cleanse here in a minute, but yeah, so I'm gonna finish these patient notes and then get started studying and kind of explain to you all a little bit about how I'm doing that with this particular exam that's coming up. Those of you who are considering or planning on going to medical school, I would really pay attention to any medical school vlogger like myself, because I think a lot of times it's too romanticized, and although that helps you get through it when you're in the thick of it, I think it's good to be realistic about all aspects of it. And I think a lot of people tend to oversell the idea of there having to be a balance. It's not always going to be that way. Of course, med school shouldn't be who you are 90% of the time. It's not who you are entirely, is what I mean. And you should make sure to also be keeping up with the other aspects of your life, whether it's keeping up with your spirituality, social life, mental health, whatever it is. That's super important to keep in mind if you're considering a degree or a major that is going to be very time consuming and require full-time and lifetime dedication. Okay, so what I'm doing now is going through my checklist, and as you saw in the previous clip, I am reading through the clinical guides for, right now I'm studying hypertension, and so that's what I'm working on, and then I'm going to read through this. It's only about 30 pages, and then I'm going to do another one for stroke, for myocardial infarct, and we'll see how that goes. Honestly, I'm feeling good, high energy. I'm hoping to get through at least these two, and I need to go ahead and start week 2, because week 2 actually started 2 days ago. So we're a little bit behind, but that's because I was very sick and trying to recover from that. So I'm gonna try to get through the reading now, and it shouldn't take me longer than 2 hours. So let's get to it. Those of you who are considering or planning on going to medical school, I would really pay attention to any medical school vlogger like myself, because I think a lot of times it's too romanticized, and although that helps you get through it when you're in the thick of it, I think it's good to be realistic about all aspects of it. And I think a lot of people tend to oversell the idea of there having to be a balance. It's not always going to be that way. Of course, med school shouldn't be who you are 90% of the time. It's not who you are entirely, is what I mean. And you should make sure to also be keeping up with the other aspects of your life, whether it's keeping up with your spirituality, social life, mental health, whatever it is. That's super important to keep in mind if you're considering a degree or a major that is going to be very time consuming and require full-time and lifetime dedication. Hey guys, so I know I'm not doing time check-ins, but it's currently 5:43 p.m. and I have just finished one of the guides that I'm supposed to get through. And so right now I'm gonna go to the second one. I'm getting a little bit tired right now, if I'm being honest, so I'm gonna try to stay awake from this one and then maybe do like some Duolingo Spanish practice to keep me awake during, because your girl is feeling a little bit tired and I still have to survive like the next 20 hours here. So we're doing good. Going into full hallucination mode. Okay, so currently what I am doing is writing some notes in my iPad and Notability, and I'm currently studying the diabetes mellitus topic right now, which is very extensive with all of the treatments and management plans that you have to know. So I'm going through that right now. I'm actually now in week 2, so I'm going by weeks with my topics. So I finished my week 1 topics about an hour ago, and now I'm on my week 2 topics. So we're doing well. We're 2 days into week 2, so I'm a little bit behind, but you know what, it is what it is. I might take a break here in a little bit after reading a little bit of this and do some Duolingo, because apart from okay, I don't think I've explained, but the exam I have in this upcoming September is the national exam, and this exam, basically all majors in the country where I am have to take it, so it's not just medicine, but there's a portion of the exam that is career based, so it's like more focused on your career, so there's specific questions geared toward your major basically. But there's another section that is Spanish comprehension questions, grammar, math, I think. So apart from working on the medical topics, I'm also having to strengthen my Spanish with reading articles, doing comprehension exercises, things like that. So that's why I'm trying to keep up with my Duolingo and doing as much reading as I can in Spanish, but it's a lot. The good thing is I'm starting early with prepping for this exam. It's June and my exam isn't until September, but I don't want to start too late and have to cram. So that's the idea. So if you see here, this is sort of the typical study schedule I make for every exam. I put here at the top the title, and then this is the Numbers app in if you have a Mac. And so I go by week. So currently I just finished all of these topics from week 1, and now I'm on week 2. It is currently June 12th. And so I am, as you can see here, I'm a little bit behind, but not too bad. And so then I go by weeks here. And then if you notice, there's a topic where it's the Spanish focus. So I go through and I work on whatever it says I need to work on. This week I need to work on the subjunctive mood, conditional tense, sentence construction, and identifying correct syntax. And that's basically how it's going to go until the middle of August, and then from here on is when I will start doing question banks. Okay, you guys, so currently at 8:12, we're still having surgeries, C-sections, and I think another patient's gonna come who has preeclampsia, which is actually pretty interesting. It's like one of the only topics that interests me with obstetrics. But anyway, I'm a little bit cold, as you can tell, and I'm recovering from being ill. I don't want to get sick again, so I'm taking super good care of myself. I am still working on the diabetes section just because I had some other pending tasks to do here at the hospital, but now I'm going to get back to it and work on diabetes pharmacological treatment. So that's what we're doing now. So thankfully this day on my night shift, we only had 2 patients that were not scheduled, meaning that they came in either as emergent patients or they just had a C-section or whatever it was that wasn't planned for that day. And so when it comes to days that are quote-unquote light, I take full advantage, really lock in and making sure that I am getting as much studying in and staying fully concentrated, just because you really don't know when you're going to get another opportunity to study like this again. And for example, the day after my night shift, I don't typically do any studying because I use that time to get a good meal in, a nice shower, and get some sleep. And so I know for me that I won't probably study again until 2 days after my night shift. So if you are a rotating student, intern, resident, whatever it is, and you need to help finding time to do that, I would say just take full advantage of when you have an hour or 2 hours to fully lock in.
because you are a busy person and 1 or 2 hours here and there is going to be very valuable to you. And, you know, try not to get distracted, set timers, reward yourself, whatever it is you need to do to stay motivated and stay in that locked in mindset.
Okay, so I just was been doing with Duolingo for like the past 30 minutes. I am now at level 52 in my Spanish, which if you know, you know. Your girl is trying to get back her streak. I think the highest streak I was ever on was like 60 something days. So I would like to get back to getting that to be a little bit higher, but little by little. I think I've been doing it for maybe, I want to say like 16 days now. So not doing too bad. Your girl is improving her Espanol, and yeah, also I'm drinking vitamin C, zinc, and magnesium because I am not trying to get sick again or get sicker because I'm just recovering from being sick, as well as my regular water. I've already eaten for the night and everything. It's currently 9 p.m. and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm gonna try to get back to studying and see how much I can do. Hopefully no other patients arrive, but if they do, I mean, it's a good interruption from studying, and then after that it's a good break and I can go back. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, we're hanging in there. Hi guys, it is currently midnight, 11:59 p.m. Oh, the bun is going. Okay, so we've had one more patient go for a unplanned or emergency C-section, I guess you could say. I am currently trying to do some more Duolingo. I have finished the diabetes treatment. I don't need to do any more studying for that exam today because there are only like 2 or 3 more topics for this week, and I'm only on day 2 of the week, so I'm okay with that. I need to, what else do I need to do? I need to start editing this video as far as rough cuts and stuff, and that's pretty much it. Right now I'm just waiting on my residents to sort of direct me or tell me if there's anything pending. I'm hoping to be asleep by no later than 2 a.m.-ish, and so in the meantime, I'm going to probably do some content planning for my socials, and also, what did I say I was going to do? Oh, work on some Spanish prep. But yeah, that's where we're at right now. Hey guys, as you may have guessed, it is the morning. Well, not morning, it's like 12:44, and I got all my studying done, so yeah. The plan is to hopefully be able to go home. I'm gonna kind of show you guys a little bit of my routine when I get home as well. I don't do much studying when I get home, if I'm being honest, especially after an overnight shift like today. So expect a pretty short vlog once I get home because there isn't much else to do. So that's the plan. I have finished all my patient notes for the day, and currently I'm doing a little bit of doom scrolling because I feel like it is well deserved, and I might do some Duolingo at some point since my lives have finally refilled. If you know, you know. Okay, you guys, so probably the worst YouTuber on the planet, but you know, it is what it is. Your girl is tired. There are bags, there are wrinkles, there are things happening that shouldn't be happening. The hair is getting thinned out, but your girl is finally home. It's currently around 3:34 p.m. I'm taking myself, or I'm actually more like forcing myself to go on a nice walk and be outside for a little bit, because the plan for the rest of the day is to shower and get some rest because your girl is so tired. But yeah, that's pretty much all we have planned. So we're gonna do a little bit of a walk to get some vitamin D, some movement, and yeah. Okay guys, so it is currently 5:30 in the afternoon. Finally home, showered, skincare is done, and your girl is ready to go to sleep. And so that's what we're gonna do now. I hope you all enjoyed this vlog and sort of seeing what a typical day looks like for me and how I try to get my studying in, whether I'm at the hospital or whatever I'm doing. If you like this video, please feel free to comment something positive down below. And if you really like this video, I hope you consider subscribing for more content. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!